Welcome to this week's Meet the Mustangs segment. I'm Matt Trent with KQ2 Sports, here with Orencio Fisher of the St. Joe Mustangs. Orencio, your first year with the Mustangs, but obviously playing baseball at Missouri Western last season. How's that going to help you out, just kind of knowing the lay of the land, knowing St. Joe a little bit, and not having to go through a complete culture shock once you got here?
Yeah, it's nice to be like in the same city as I was for school, but it's kind of different because for school ball, there's 200, 300 fans, and then I come here and there's 3,700 like opening day. So I mean, it's a little different, but I know all the fans are good to us, so it's always fun.
What's the transition been like so far from obviously Missouri Western? You're around those guys all year round. Now all of a sudden, a few months out of the year, guys from all over the country coming here and playing Mink League ball. Has the transition been pretty easy to this point?
Yeah, well, when I came in here, I already knew probably 5 of them, so it was a good start. But yeah, these guys are real cool, so it's kind of easy to bond with them, like build a good friendship. So real easy.
You mentioned knowing some of these guys already, and there's some guys from Central Missouri, Northwest Missouri State, so there's that MIAA connection. Is there a little ribbing going on of who beat who during the season? You guys kind of give each other a hard time?
Always. I went to school with Jackson Snurbush, so we always had a rivalry on trash talk between UCM and us, so it's always fun to trash talk each other a little bit.
Getting in first game of the season, you kind of show your team what you're all about right away. Late in the ball game, I think it was the 7th inning, you steal second base to get in scoring position, and then you come around to score from second base on an infield hit. Is that something big for you to where you want to send a message to the rest of your guys saying, hey, this is what I can do in the base path, and kind of earn that respect right away?
I always like to think I'm the best base runner there is, so not there is, but on the team. So I'm always aggressive, so first couple pitches I always try to steal, and then if I see an opening to where I can take an extra base, I'll always do that whenever I can. So not necessarily like show them, but just let them know that I'm pretty good on the bases, and if there's an extra base I can take it, I'll always take it.
Well, at this point in the season, the Mustangs nearly up to 30 stolen bases through 7 games. You're kind of leading that charge. Is that speed, has that been something big for you throughout your baseball career of getting you to this point to where you go with the glove, go with the bat, but you get on the bases, you're that much more dynamic?
Yeah, the speed is, you can't teach speed. So, it's always a good asset to have. Coaches like speed, so, it's always good.
Tell me about coming up at Lee Summit West. You mentioned not being recruited during your high school career, but you still in at Missouri Western. What's that track record like of playing at Lee Summit West, of so many good ball players coming out of there that it just kind of rubs off on everyone that's around, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. I played with some great athletes, guys all over, like Alex Lang at LSU, Matt Hall, Matt Fultz at Missouri State, and but actually, my freshman year of high school, I got cut from the high school team. Sophomore year, I didn't even try out. And then junior year, I was on JV. And then senior year, I finally played my first year of varsity baseball. So my class at Lee Summit West was a very athletic, good at every sport kind of class. So it helped me with all the good guys that I was surrounded with.
Some of the plays that you make are pretty incredible plays. It doesn't seem like one that a guy would get cut in high school when he was playing ball, but one at Missouri Western in particular that sticks out. I think against UNK, you go up and you rob the home run from a guy. You make plays like that. You also play second base. How big is that versatility for you? Just, it's hard for Matt Johnson to not put you in the lineup every night.
Being able to play all over it helps get in the lineup. So the play against Nebraska Kearney, it was just in the moment kind of thing. Just ball hit, just tracking it, took a couple of stutter steps to the fence and just jumped up and caught it. That was probably the craziest play I've ever done. It was pretty fun.
What do you prefer more? Do you prefer to be out in the outfield trying to make those plays, or do you like second base, turning two, that sort of thing?
Last year was my first year in left, so I'm more comfortable at second. As of right now, I'd rather play second, but the more I get out there, the more comfortable it feels. So it's not too bad anymore.
All right, Kansas City area, I assume you have to be a Royals fan, right?
Oh yeah.
Game 7 of the World Series, is that like ripping your heart out?
That was a tough one. That was a heartbreaker, especially with all the St. Louis Cardinals fans I'm friends with, and they're always talking, so it was tough.
Would you have sent Alex Gordon?
For sure.
No doubt.
Madison Bumgarner pitching, there's not much else you can do.
Kansas City's good again this year. Is this the year, or do you have a prediction of when they'll actually win World Series number 2?
I don't have a prediction, but although they're struggling right now, I still think they're a really good team, great defense, all right pitching staff. The lineup's getting better, so I think they'll have a pretty good inning. I don't know if they'll get back to the World Series this year, but definitely a good team.
All right, Orencio, I appreciate your time. Thanks for joining me today.
No problem.
For more on the Mustangs, go to stjoemustangs.com.